Cause I don't fool with nobody. Step up in the function all by myself.
And a blunt wrap, that leaf. Tell them don't forget the leaf.
The most important.
Remember the don't forget the leaf line. Cause I want to try one of these in the fat little leaf. You know.
That's right. I'll be giving the people a little
unwind. You feel me?
God's too. Yeah, mic check.
Interview.
We
what
gravy.
Do?
We gravy.
We ready to go, man.
We gonna see as ready as we ever was.
We gonna figure it out. Yes, sir, man. Let me know. So,
wow.
Test run or just?
Nah, I'll hit a little 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Get my.
Move 3, 2, 1. Let's get it done.
Let's get it. All right, 3, 2, 1.
So I'm not stand up from the two-row nasty. Yeah. Everybody with the shits. Making plays, running blitz, talk shit, get your car pulled quick in the two-row nasty. Ha. Yeah. You know we got it for the low. What you need, let me know. When we ride, let everybody know I'm from the two-row nasty.
What's good with it? Welcome to another Inside the Nine. First off, thanks for giving us your time, whether you're on YouTube or Spotify. It's greatly appreciated you hit that like, sub, and share this to keep Valley Biz in your algorithm. But let's start the show. This time around, we're doing things a little different. We pulled up outside the 209 to a special on-location filming, and we in a legendary place, the home to one of the most legendary Bay Area artists, and most of your favorite West Coast and Bay Area hits might have been made here. So we're going to welcome the 209 to the Block Movement Record Studio, and we getting blessed by the homie King Cydal again for another sit down. And this time, we're going to catch up on his hustles because he's been moving and grooving. So we're going to see what's new with his music, his shows, and touch on any incidents he may or may not have been involved in. So what's Jaeger? Since our last sit down, you've been pretty busy.
Man, a lot of moving and grooving, man. A lot of action, a lot of motion, a lot of activity. You know what I mean? And try to just give it a lot of consistency this go around.
True.
You know, I've been doing a lot of music over the years, you know, but all the inactivity in between music and in between activity, you know what I mean? They won't get it till they see it on a consistent basis.
There you go.
So I'm trying to give it to them back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So we go back to back with the topics then. So what you want to hit them first? You want to go with the Oakland's finest, some El Salvador, some GummyAlerts?
Let's get it out the way. Come on, man. Whatever you want to know, man. You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a lot of stuff that happened. You know what I mean? Earlier in the year, I did go to El Salvador, so we could start there.
Okay.
Around January, I went to El Salvador and put a filler that I was going to be going out there. Talked to some family members, and I had some family members get in touch with other family members. That's dope. You know, and within that network, we was able to get me on television while I was out there.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I did see it.
King Cydal! King Cydal, welcome to El Salvador, welcome to Play. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yes, I love El Salvador. I've been having a great time here.
Okay, but we want to know why El Salvador? Why are you here? Is there a particular story about it?
Mi mamá, mi abuela, you know what I mean? Mi familia está aquí, viva aquí.
Eso. Ahí está, El Salvador.
How was that being about there?
It was dope. It was dope, you know, because it was like an unsure thing at first. You know, like I said, I put the fillers out there, got it out there, and it was possible. You know what I mean? It was actually possible when it was almost impossible, being that my flight was already booked to come back.
Yeah.
And it was an ultimatum, like, you know, you're gonna do it or not. So, you know, where I was staying, I was able to rearrange my stay and all my travel arrangements.
That's right.
And I was able to get on that show.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, it was real dope experience. And then being able to reconnect with family and, you know, being able to really hone into the historic aspect of how I even got here.
Oh,
you know, so really connecting with the spiritual aspect of it, you know what I mean, and how I got here.
Yeah.
You know, and the origins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it really touched me, you know, in a real deep way to where when I came back, I dedicated an album.
That's hard.
Towards that whole experience.
Yeah, okay.
The album is called Coming to El Salvador.
That's hard. That's hard. That's right. They be loving KingCydal up out there.
Yeah, I got a great response. Just being able to go out there, give out flyers to people. Flyers turned into autographs and pictures, and you know, so the engagement was there. And then being able to say, I'm half of your heritage and your ethnicity. You know, so it's already a connecting point. But yeah, so just I can't wait to go back. So I'm trying to plan something around that, which would be this album, Coming to El Salvador.
Okay. Was that how many times you been up over there?
That was my third trip.
Okay,
my third trip there. You know,
right.
so you know, a lot of changes, a lot of developments. You know, a lot of buildings. You know, taking place. You know what I mean? As far as you know. A lot of structures was in the process of being, you know, like they had stadiums still being built.
Got you.
You know, and they're trying to basically modernize.
There you go.
You know, the way they do things and how they operate. And so, you know, the Bitcoin is a way of spending money out there.
That's
you know, that's one of the first places I think allowed, you know, Bitcoin spending. So they're trying to catch up.
They doing, so you seeing the whole transitioning.
The transition is taking place. That's, you know, the malls is giving you an American kind of feel. It's more of an, you know, they're trying to create more of a. It's always been a tourist attraction, but you know, based on some of the previous reputations, they're trying to clean it up and you know make it more presentable to have tourists come.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. What's since I don't know if y'all be knowing. Just the gummy alerts over here. So what's some El Salvador gummy flavor alerts out there?
I got a chance to try some. Okay, so you know pupusas is the staple in El Salvador, right? So when you get to El Salvador, like in America, you catch them, they have a little grease on them, and you know what I mean? The way they cook them is a little different out here.
True.
Out there, it's like you don't really see grease. It's just, that's what I noticed. It's like, it's kind of almost like it's baked almost the way they do it, but they, you know, it's just a different process, you know, but they're nice and crunchy, fresh, hot, you know. And then I got introduced to spicy curtido. And the way they make it was just like, was authentic. It was just like, the juices, you know, out here they put You know, they do it different ways, but the way I've had them, you know, only had jalapenos, but they actually had a different process.
Oh shit!
It was really
It was the real deal.
I had that, man. I had that. Yeah. So you know, El Salvador got those, and you know, Pollo Campero. You know, they got different restaurants. You know, a lot of scenic restaurants in the mountains where you could overlook the whole city. You know, so you know that's real traditional. In El Salvador, and yeah, they just got a lot of just different places, you know what I mean? But yeah,
is it all like spread out? I know they got good views, but they all like this spot's way up over here. Then you got to trek over here to get.
Yeah, you got to kind of move around to really
it's worth
see.
It, though.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's not the biggest country, but it's a lot of different sites. You know, a lot of mountain sides. Yeah. They have city sides. So
that's right.
Yeah, but I love it, and I can't wait to go back.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try to get up out there.
Salvador, man. Yeah.
Maybe want some papusas.
Papusas, man. Yeah. Go get you one, you know.
Fire.
Yeah.
The best ones I've had, I think I mentioned on the last one, the best one I had, the homemade ones from Gas. He brought it one time.
Yeah.
I was over at the studio.
Yeah.
It was so fire.
Yeah, if you find who can make homemade ones, they got it. They already know what it takes because, it's the authentic, traditional recipe, you know.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then if it's homemade, maybe some fresh love on that thing too.
Put a little love on it, man. You know what I mean? And get to it, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, but yeah. A lot of people, you talked about Gummy Alert.
Yeah.
So Gummy Alert, which stands for good and yummy, you know, it's a food recommendation brand. You know, when I go to places, I recommend what I like. I'm not about to shit on no company. If you out there and you need help or you need assistance, I'd rather give you the help than shit on you for views. You know what I mean? So that ain't what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? If it's any assistance now, if you shit on me, then you know what I mean? You know,
it's gonna be a
you know what I mean? The energy is always reciprocated. However you put it in the universe, it always returns, whether it's an initial response or energy that you just, you know what I mean, put in the universe and it just happens to come back to you like a boomerang. So, you know what I mean? But in that aspect, I got love for all the up and coming restaurants, chefs, any restaurants or food brands that need us to tap in and want to get a stamp of approval, tap in with Gummy Alert, follow Gummy Alert. And then when you see this though, the L from Gummy Alert is actually alert. You know what I mean? An exclamation mark.
Yes,
so we made it a little wider than most. You know what I'm saying? Because is that we extend the loud. That, you know what I mean? On a chubby level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's extended, man. You're talking about it, not pretended, man. You're talking about.
Feel me?
Yeah. So a lot of people be like, I got the Gummy Alert right here. No. This is gummy flavors. You know, when you're dealing with the hemp products, you know what I mean? And it ranged from edibles, and it ranges, from consumables. You dig what I'm saying? So so that just wanted to give the variation of Gummy Alert and gummy flavors. So it's a gummy situation. And then now we got gummy kicks.
I'm about to bring
So this was right here. Matter of fact, this idea, came from Chef Shell. Chef Shell, which is the other half of Gummy Alert. She's like, why don't you just make the L?
That's a pretty fire.
This, you know what I mean? And then, that just added the sauce, you know what I mean? That polish to it, you know what I mean? To where when they see that, we're gonna make it a little bit more household.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
when I see that, I know. Like on the gram, I'm like, oh, yep, that's that.
Say less, but say it loud. You dig what I'm saying?
Say no more.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's right. So what's the kick? You want cover board the gummy kicks?
Oh, gummy kicks. That's we gonna have different kicks and special kicks and different deals and all kinds of. You just go to the Gummy Kicks page, check out the selection. If you like what you see, you got what you got. Negotiate, and it might be yours.
Okay.
So Gummy Kicks, man. We're getting into the shoe game. So
go
shoe game. I've already, been in the cannabis game, you know what I mean? And, now we are in food thing. That's where the umbrella began.
There you go. Just taking it all over.
Yeah, we're spreading it, different branches. Who knows? It might be Gummy, you know what I mean? You know, Gummy travel. Who knows? You know, I mean, you know, let me be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying sky's the limit.
It might be, I was going to say, El Gummy for some El Salvador.
Hey, come on, El Gummy. El Gummy, man. Easy. I like that.
I gotta go to
El
like
Gummy, man. Okay, I got you, baby. He said, I'm gonna accept that one, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna add a booger, you know what I'm saying, to my noodles, man. You know,
gotta keep it respectful.
Respectful, man. That part, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
A lot didn't happen, you know. So when I got home from El Salvador, you know, had that unfortunate turn of events that took place that everybody unfortunately saw, and just to clear that up, I just went to get a haircut, and in a turn of events, you know, things proceeded to an arrest that took place, and that arrest transitioned into me being arrested because they thought I was in connection with the arrest that took place, which wasn't the case. Everybody was good. End of the story, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people was asking me what happened with that, and you know, but no, at the end of the day, just things happen, you know what I mean? But you know, if whatever's meant for you, and whatever's not meant for you, you know, you'll be able to walk freely, you know what I mean, and do what you got to do. But you know what I mean, shout out to everybody out there that stood up for me, and you know, really you know, put their freedom on the line for mine. You know what I mean, and one love to everybody in the whole town.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad you made it out scot-free too.
Scot-free by the grace. You know what I mean. Like I said, they wanted to check my whole, you know, everything to make sure, like I said, I wasn't in connection of no other arrest, which wasn't the case, you know, because I only go to get my hair cut, and that's it, you know what I mean? But like I said, shout out to everybody over there that stood up for me.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
I need that. Need that.
Yeah, no, I mean, in times where, you know, you need voices to represent you, you know, when your voice isn't being heard, especially by a higher authority.
Yeah.
And, you know, when they may have a misunderstanding, or it might be a moment of confusion, and they may not know how to proceed, being that they're inexperienced with life. There were young, youngsters, some YNs trying to enforce something on some bosses, man. And then so, but you know, at the end of the day, like I say, man, shout out to everybody. Everybody was doing their job. I did mine, and you know, I'm home. Everything was good. Everybody came home that day. That's right. You know, for the most part, and you know.
And now we here.
Yeah. You live and you learn, you know, just, you know, awareness and just try to just mind your own. That's it. You know what I mean? You know.
So how I feel bad saying my favorite part of that incident is the t-shirts that came up out of it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was so many people that didn't really have an understanding and still don't. You know, there's a lot of people that have been discovering me from that clip. Okay. And so not being able to really discuss my side of the story, and you know, just you want to be able to have clarity, and being that I've spent so many years building, you know, my musical presence, and you know what I mean. So, and to have a turn of events, you know, give a world of opinions,
exactly,
you know, to things they don't even know.
With no backstory, just
no
one
backstory,
10-second clip.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, me not trying to over-explain it. I have so much other great things that's taking place right now. It's not really too much to highlight on, but like I said, I wanted to make light of the situation, so those shirts was definitely entertaining. Yeah. You know, and you know, a lot of people bought into it.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
A lot of people got their issue for sure. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that supported and copped their issue.
That's right. That's right. And before we get too far in for the Valley Biz viewers, let them know where they can find you on all your socials on Instagram.
Yeah, so find me, like I said, follow the Gummy Flavors, members only. We'll accept you if we know you. If we don't, you know, give us a chance to know you, and you know, we'll see what's up, you know. But, you know, you can follow the Gummy Kicks, follow Gummy Alert, and then we're going to move on down the line to Ruler Squad, follow Ruler Squad, follow Block Movement Records.
That's a must.
And then you follow your block's host, King_CYDAL, King Cydal. And then Facebook, King Cydal. I'm just basically, you Google, I'm on all the platforms that you could think of. You know, it's either a King_Cydal or King Cydal 650 on X. Okay. Which is known as Twitter. So, so I'm pretty much, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/KingCydal.
Yes, sir.
King Cydal. Yeah.
We'll pop them up on the screen too.
And also King Cydal Vivo for all my videos. You can check them out on that.
This man be
everywhere. Every platform. Yeah.
Whatever you're using, you can find it.
Yeah, whatever I'm using, you should be using. And vice versa.
Facts. True.
Yeah, so you know, like I say, a lot of good things that taken place since then. Been on the road traveling with Be Legit. You know, been performing, doing different shows and different stages, and you know, just getting used to you know, just keeping it consistent. You know, and you have. You know, so we just did a live band show recently, you know, 2 sold out shows, you know, the crowds are, you know, they're massive and growing and, you know, so even at multiple phases of life, you still have to repeat certain actions. Like just because your teeth clean today don't mean they'll be clean tomorrow or 5 hours from now.
Exactly.
You know so just the maintenance of just brushing your game. You know what I mean? Staying sharp, doing the extra that's like over required. You know what I mean? Like what I mean by, you know, like it's okay to drink water, maybe 1 couple bottles a day, but you know, they say it's good to drink a gallon damn near, you know, so but too much water will kill you. So it gotta be not just hard work, but it's balance.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
Balance to where it's not mentally draining, because you know, a lot of people, they get to a certain level and it becomes very stressful. You know, even when I was creating my first album, I was wondering what would inspire these legends to continue doing this. You lose people. That was once supporting you as far as, you know, life happening, you know, health happens. So this is the entertaining crowd that you're trying to please. You know what I mean? And if they're not there to be entertained by you, then who are you doing it for? You know what I mean? But you want to please yourself, but you want to please them.
After that balance.
And give them the memory and, you know, so it's a yin and a yang, you know what I mean? But just being able to do those shows and just, you know, staying consistent on that, more rehearsals and building more camaraderie, you know, and it's just leading to my next wave of performances. There you go. As I'm getting ready to release a series of new solo albums, you know, so we got a lot of projects that's on the way. We got the Hip Hop, which is a compilation of all the block movement artists, as well as some special guests. That'll be coming very soon. Probably by the time you see this, you'll see, you know, you never know, but you know, Hip Hop. I got an album with the legendary Al Capone.
Ooh, that's right.
It's called Royally Insane. That's dropping.
Waiting on that.
That's done.
Oh, it's done.
Done.
I anticipate hearing them ones.
We're in the process of getting ready to film some videos. So we're going to release some content, which would go around the release of the album.
There you go.
You know, not to give away the whole
blueprint.
You know what I mean? The whole rollout and everything like that. But, you know, just want to, you know, give you guys something visually to go by when the album is released.
That's right.
And but yeah, and time waits for no one.
Nobody.
You know, like I said, I spent a lot of years of balancing. You dig what I'm saying? Like years of learning to appreciate why I do it. And
that's heavy.
That's when I learned why it was done before me. and how it was done before me.
True.
You know, they had to work through life and losing people and
Yeah, we ain't the only ones going through whatever somebody's already done. Yeah.
You got to mentally stay sane in order to talk to the people, in order to teach or teach through action or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to be, you know, sane enough to conquer the many obstacles that you may face. Because things happen.
Things do happen.
Things happen.
Yep.
You know,
and if you push through, like you've been doing, everything just staying consistent with that balance after all that, you just gonna keep rolling and hitting it.
and you have things to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
You talk about the things that you accomplished and the obstacles that you overcame and the triumphs that you overcome it.
Yeah. And then you get those ones where you don't realize you went through it until after you look back like, damn, I was like a month or something ago. I just went, okay.
Like for instance, I started making beats again. Hey fam, I'm telling you, I'm sitting on shit right now, fam. You don't understand it, fam. I'm sitting on shit. I'm not even fucking around, fam. Like I went through a hiatus of not making beats for a while, you know. So you give yourself, let's say, what I've noticed is 3 months. I've noticed like 3 months of anything consistent, that's what they're gonna know you as. Like if you're 3 months a bullshitter,
they gonna know.
You pretty much stamped it. You know what I mean? Because you gave them 3 months of that. You know what I mean? If they seen you on stage 3 months, now you're a performer.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I've seen the transition. You know what I mean? The 3 months of inactivity versus the 3 months of being active. Yeah. And how the perception you know, so night and day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that too, real quick.
And you can change it. Yeah. You know, anybody can change the perception of how they're viewed based on how they do things when they're not being looked at.
Yeah. 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 That's the hardest part too. Some people let it get and then they start perceiving themselves like that. Yeah. So it gets on them like, I don't even want to work no more because I've been not doing it or this and that. Just push through that.
Push through it, even when it's the times you don't want to do it that you got to get it done.
Exactly.
Because then when it's pressured, sometimes it comes out okay, but you want to be able to take your time to do it. So do it when you don't have to do it, so it's done when it's crunch time. Ain't nothing better than being done and hitting the send button instead of like having to compile it and get it ready and then send. No, get that shit ready, have it ready, and then you ain't got to get ready. You know what I mean? I've been spending my whole career getting ready because of not being as prepared as I should be for the next step. So what I do, for me, I used to just release a video, then the whole year, nothing. Maybe another year or two, drop a hot video. Okay. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing meaning nothing to follow.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the one.
Just that one hot thing and then what else?
Yeah,
you know what
they're
I mean?
waiting for more.
Yeah, it's like you see a pop-up on the freeway. And then you go back on the freeway and that pop-up isn't there. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're like, damn, I was wanting to try that, but
was right there.
I didn't see it. Where is he? I can't find him. So,
true,
but then you see that McDonald's is open 24/7. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's a perfect analogy right there.
Yeah. So whatever's available or whatever is accessible, people are gonna gravitate to it naturally. And so, I want to become as available and accessible with the consistent outpour and outflow of just putting out music. Yeah.
And you've been too. I was gonna get to that. You're doing all the shows and dropping the new music videos I've been seeing too. Y'all been really working.
You see that pack drop when he said the albums dropping, the pack drop too, man.
Every
you know
day.
What I'm saying? So we're gonna leave it right there. I thought the timing was very perfect, man. You know what I'm saying?
Can't make this shit up.
Can't make it up, man. But gummy flavors, man. Yeah. That's one thing. Like, if I can change anything of my career, it would be the consistent aspect, and I'm gaining that as I'm going. You know, I'm gaining the understanding
Yeah.
That's what it takes to remain or to maintain or to elevate or you know, evolve.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
to evolve is to really maintain the level of hunger that it took to get to the next step.
Yeah.
Each time.
Yeah. Stay with that hunger.
Stay hungry. Yeah.
And I know some people be getting like like they try to be consistent with work and they overdo it like every day or every other day, and then they're like stressing out like I did way too. I can't keep up.
That's when you got to know the purpose.
Yeah. There you go.
Because I spent a lot of the inactive times learning the purpose. Why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seeing
heavy.
different waves of music come and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then seeing what stays and what's still around.
Yeah.
You know, and so after calculating so many different eras of music and I see what's kind of like still present, that's what inspires me.
Okay.
The timeless aspect.
Yeah.
You know, not just putting.
That's the best.
You know, just overpour music, man.
Yeah.
Just
this is the sound, so we going with this right now.
yeah, no.
He said, nah.
I mean, we're gonna give them that just to show what's current, but also in my own way.
Yeah.
You know, give them some type of individuality. Let them know, you know, there's some originality still left.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, everybody don't need to sound the same. Everybody can, you know, come with their own sauce.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I got so many different ideas to experiment with.
Yeah.
So the inactive days didn't mean I was inactive with life.
It was just that one.
Yeah, so I got so many different topics to discuss of all the things I experienced.
Yep.
So to not waste those years.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So I want to capture it while I'm able, you know what I mean? By the grace of, you know what I mean? You know, like we're not blessed. We're not promised another minute, a minute.
Nah.
You know, don't mimic another minute. You can't do it. You can't mimic another minute.
No, you can't.
That's a shirt.
Wow, that's a really good one.
You
right
can't mimic another minute.
Man, damn it, man. Damn,
I like
you
that.
fucked me up with that one.
Man, you can mimic that you doing shit. You can mimic that you busy. You can mimic that you balling. You can mimic that you doing this and that and that and this. But you can't mimic another minute. Time don't wait for nobody. That's what that means. That means you can fuck whatever you are. You can fuck everything off. Don't fuck your time off, man.
No.
You know what I mean? I fucked off a lot of time not being busy, not putting myself to work, not creating, not trying to learn more and expand on what you know. And you got to continue feeding your mind, you know, studying your craft and get better.
Yeah. Do you ever, since you got kind of to switch up, but since you have so many different crafts going at once, you find yourself like doing some music and then like writing songs and then like, all right, I'm gonna give this a break for a little bit, go to some beats, or give this a break, let me go to some flavors work. Like just juggle the different crafts just to give yourself a little fresh break.
When you're independent, you got to be able to wear many hats, multiple hats, and you have to be able to manage your time to where you can get everything done in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get better with being organized at being able to manage all, you know, but I am able to, you know, tend to each, but you have to value, the purpose and the value and the purpose of each thing. And then that's how you know, okay, well, maybe I'm trying to get an event for this. So let me cater some of this activity to this event that I'm trying to build over here. Then this one, I'm over here building music. So instead of just dropping a project, well, let me build a series of songs, you know what I mean, to really, you know, broadcast or whatever I'm trying to promote. And, you know, same thing for movies or anything. It's just, you know, there's no surprise releases if they don't really know it's coming.
Exactly.
You know? Now, when they all know, then of course, you know, it's a little simplified. But even then, you still have to promote yourself.
You do.
Yeah. Marketing is very key. I'm learning the seriousness of marketing.
Yeah, especially being all hands-on, independent too. Doing it by yourself all the time. That shit's heavy.
Because they got a limited algorithm. They basically figured out, okay, we can sell algorithm. They try to sell data at one point.
True.
They said, okay, let's just unlimit the data, and we're going to limit the algorithm now. We're going to, so they were able to calculate the algorithm to where they can sell algorithm, they can sell reach, and that's where marketing comes in, because it can get outside of your circle of, if
you just take that time, just learn it, figure it out. Because I know there's a lot back in Modesto area 209, a lot of people like, because I've been doing the Values clothing and the podcasting, everything myself. Like I do the clothing designs, I press them, I print them, stitch them. And then when I tell people, they're just like, "Dang, you do all that?" Like I thought that's what regular clothing people did.
Right. Like I said, it's the stuff that they don't see. That you have to focus on. In order to get the focus on you when they are watching.
And some of the homies be laughing because I don't relate it exactly to that because I don't do no music. I don't make music. I'm like, it's the same shit, independent route. Like I got, like you explained, market, design, push, connection, all that.
It's just being able to kind of capture all senses. You know what I mean? They're being able to see you, hear you. Can they feel you as far as like on a spiritual connection? You know what I mean? And I feel like if they can really relate to you, then that's how they buy into your whole, or whatever you're trying to present.
Whatever it is,
The perception is more accepted when you're more consistent.
That is true. That was my favorite keyword from the last event we had.
Consistency, man. Consistency, man.
Oh, we can
it's
do
about that time.
All
right, it's about that
Dr.
time.
Pepper
you know what I'm saying? We just got a little chop suey, right?
So we still got them. Actually, speaking of events, you mentioned Savage Sundays.
So we did a Savage Sunday that we've been building up. Like I remember last time you were talking about a bike event that was a similar build up. And we did that with Savage Sunday, to where the reputation is extended beyond where we could we would hope it would have got to this point, but it got there. Thanks to all the people that have been out there spreading the word, sharing all the posts, all the content. Shout out to 442 Gil and Olds Mafia.
That's right.
It just started as a vision. We just did an event at the hip hop station in Vallejo.
Okay.
That's where it originated.
That's right.
And yeah, man, that thing done grew.
It done grew. How long's it been going? I guess 4 now. A cool little minute. I guess I shouldn't say little minute. My bad.
I don't know. Maybe since I got to really look at the timeline, but I say 16, 17. That was our first one.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
That's right.
And then we started doing them annually, and we had the Twerkulator come, and he helped kick it off with us. And it was just some great times, some fun times, and then they just grew every year. And the next thing you know, cars are getting towed because now the overflow of traffic. So now we have a team that they go out and help us find spots. Shout out, like I said, Olds Mafia, 442 Gil. You know what I mean? He'd be helping us find locations, and different people, they recommend different locations to us and stuff. And we will be expanding it to different locations, but it's a beautiful outpour of support from everywhere. People bringing out their beautiful cars. Now we're starting to give out trophies, and so we're going to continue expanding that vision. That's another feel.
Cause you mentioned that bike event, so another thing I could relate on throwing the events and doing those little ones, because I did it, I want to say probably around the same area, same time frame when I started, maybe a little sooner. But with the BMX, now the one I got is 200 to 300 people will show up. But before it was 2 people, 3 people.
Like I said, Savage Sunday in the beginning just started just a few people that came through, showed love. It was more of a family base in the beginning, and then started expanding. The word started getting out, and more cars started to arrive, and then we made it. We started adding themes to it. Chevy Cutlasses versus Chevelles. and they've been going at it. You know what I mean? Some of the years the Cutlasses wins. Some of the years the Chevelles win. Last year Chevelles, they came through heavy.
What would you say your favorite one you had pull up over there?
The Cutlasses look crazy, but they got all kinds of deals just because that like I said, they do the challenges like the Cutlass versus Chevelles as far as how many and whoever can bring the most. Yeah, that's
so it's.
But then we rate each one. We getting into more specific categories of what we rate by. What I mean? But we still do the count of each just to say who did what. You know what I mean? That's just like just. That's like that's real serious, man.
Serious business with that one.
It's kind of like
that's good.
Yeah, but it's dope though. We never had any issues. Everybody comes through. It's real civil. It's a lot of respected people. Respectable people. That's right. That know how to come and give us a good show. I mean, even to the point where even when police come to try to monitor or see what's going on, they see it's well kept.
They're more like, I guess, astonished, like oh, dang, they know what they're doing here.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like I said, it's people that actually honor and respect the culture and trying to keep it alive here in the Bay Area, being that cars are very prominent here in the Bay. So. So we just want to keep it alive. So Savage Sundays is getting bigger, so get your cars ready. Next summer it's going down, you know what I mean? So, if you don't got a car, go and borrow your homie car or something, you know what I mean? Get to the Savage Sunday, and we also take it in on the water.
I was gonna,
we've been on the boats, man.
Yeah, I see that.
And because we've been doing so much shows, I've been doing shows all summer. We haven't had time to plan the Savage Sundays accordingly. So last minute, we was able to find a beautiful location this year, and we had a beautiful Savage Sunday with the cars. We had a beautiful last minute Savage Sunday. Shout out to the Wake Bros for teaming up with us. And we went on ahead and threw a beautiful Savage Sunday last minute on the boats.
That's right.
Yeah, we went to Ski Beach. It was lit, real relaxed, everybody was real, last year, it was a movie.
Okay.
It was a movie. Okay. But this year it was a calm movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it was last minute what you expect.
Yes.
We did it in October and was still able to pull it off.
With some water.
Which is dope. Which is dope.
Yeah.
But now it's a little cold.
A little cold. So y'all did it at the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
We wrapped it up, just in time. And, we're gonna be doing different activities with that, comedy shows and different we're gonna give trying to give different walks of life an opportunity to receive the light that they deserve to be seen in from poetry nights to modeling. We're gonna do different type of things to display different talents here in the Bay Area and beyond.
We gotta try to work. I don't know. You guys got any fashion shows and ideas up in there?
We're gonna get you laced, man. We got some exquisite clothing designers, that I've been in cahoots with.
Okay.
Shout out to Royalty Kidded. Shout out to everybody out there that's out there pumping them threads, man. You're gonna be seeing some Gummy merch real soon. Gummy flavors, Gummy Alert. You're going to be seeing new Ruler Squad merchandise. You're going to be seeing Block Movement merchandise. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes,
so we doing it all, man. Life is like a chessboard, man. You dig what I'm saying? What's your next move, man? So you got to have that merch, So we're going to update it with, some high quality merch. And like I say, you need some pieces, tap in with Ruler Squad. If you need any info as far as any questions to King Cydal, and King Cydal related information, and you want to get some inquiries on booking information, email kingcydalbooking@gmail.com. You know what I mean? So tap in with that. And other than that, King_Cydal, Ruler Squad, Block Movement Records, Gummy Alert, Gummy Flavors, Gummy Kicks.
So many. It's
a movement. Yeah, this is your Block's host, King Cydal, and we inside the 9 with my fam, Gabe, man.
Yes,
you dig what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, the water thing, before I forget, I see the clip where you pulling up on the boat and was it the Stockton one?
You see, I'm over here trying to rush the interview over here. I get to the stick, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just playing.
We can fire the stick in the interview.
You know, I'm trying to be respectful. You know, I got a lot of people tuned in, you know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Like I say, so much more. I've been cooking heavy. So we in the studio right now, you feel me? And a lot of people consider me like, hey, how you been out in that studio? Yeah, so you gotta work when they ain't watching.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they do watch,
yeah,
they got something to see.
They got something right there.
Yeah, because imagine, let's say we got 365 days in a year. And you told someone, this time next year, I'm gonna jump and touch the ceiling, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then if you don't achieve that, or at least they don't see the effort of you
trying to get
putting in the work to do it.
Yeah.
They won't even, you know, but hey, people would think you could touch the moon if they see you attempting daily.
At least.
You know, all the time, trying. And that's the story with Cydal. Cydal never gave up. Don't give up on yourself, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. You know what I mean? Like I say, I might have had times. That's one thing about the Aries. We're going to say what we're going to do. It might take a minute, but we going to do what the fuck we said we was going to do. You know what I mean? I ain't never said something that I wasn't going to do, but I do understand the perception of how you leave and how you leave a mark on people.
Yeah.
If you tell people what you're going to do and they don't see you producing the effort to get it done, you lose the perception.
Yeah.
You lose the belief in you.
Yeah.
That you could have gave them.
Yeah.
But they saw otherwise.
Yeah.
Now, like I say, granted, you get it done anyway. That's cool. You did what you said you was going to do.
Yeah.
But people don't have all the time in the world to get behind you in your dream.
Exactly.
So, you know, you realize that the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And you can't mimic a minute.
Nah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
you cannot.
You can't mimic a minute. I know I couldn't. You can't mimic grind.
No. Definitely
You can't mimic time and you can't mimic the grind.
No.
So and one thing about it is when you being honest with your time and your grind, the respect,
it goes,
the admiration, attention, or whatever, the following, it's there every time.
Yep.
People be like, why they not fucking with me? Why they not watching my videos? Why they? It's not a why. Just keep pushing.
Just keep going.
Keep going.
Yep.
It's people that can't even do it.
Yeah.
But because they're doing it so much and so often, they have a following.
Exactly. Because they're just constantly doing it. And if you're not good at it and you constantly do it, you for sure gonna end up getting good at it if you keep doing it.
Eventually something's gonna break.
So exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Something.
So never give up.
Never
give up.
Never.
And you know, like I say, keep on planting those seeds, network with people, talk to people if you need help, ask questions. But everybody ain't gonna want to answer those questions. You know why? Because they might not see you giving the effort that it might take to receive those answers.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes people be like, oh, they being shady, they ain't trying to help. Nah, man, it ain't like that, man. When they see you helping yourself, it's the power of whatever you give in the universe, it comes right back.
It's gonna serve it right back.
Yeah. It's people that I'm meeting now that's telling me they've been following me, or they've been, you know, knowing who I was, or, you know, they've been, they starting to see things connecting more. You know, they starting to see the consistency adding up. You know, so I say that to say, never give up. Once again, you can't mimic a minute. You can't mimic grind. So don't mess up your time, man. Get to it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. You understand me?
Stay on it.
And you gonna stay winning. You understand me? Straight up. And even when you're winning, you have to repeat the process in order to keep what you want.
Yep. Yeah, but I know a few people that struggle doing that. They got to that point and they just, I made it. It's cool. It was easy, and then they just start losing it.
Or the balance too. Like I say, it's a mental balance too, because you know it's a lot of pressure when you get to that point.
True.
A lot of people are calling you, and you know what I mean. Now you the man, and okay. Now you know they expecting you to pay for things.
Exactly.
They're expecting you to finance things now. You know what I mean? Especially if they helped you out.
Especially that,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, fam. Well, you know, where's my kickback, fam? You know what I mean? But you know, so you got to honor the people that helped you. You know what I mean? And then also help those who deserve to be helped. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they get people around them that didn't help them get there, and they help them lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
Yeah, so what kind of help do you want? You know what I mean? You want somebody to help you get high or help uplift you?
Uplift,
you know what I mean?
Uplift that thing.
That part, you know what I mean?
Sir.
So good luck to everybody out there. Much love. This is your Block's host, King Cydal, man. You know what I mean? We inside the 9 and stay on your grind because you can't mimic time.
That one for sure is gonna have to be up on a shirt. If you ain't gonna make, I'm gonna make it for you. Do what you want with this.
Make it happen, man. You heard it here first on Inside the 9, man. You understand me? You can't mimic a minute. You can't mimic time.
Hell no.
You understand me? So get on your grind.
Let me hit you with like 2 more we got. From Marcus got some right
It's
here.
all good. Okay. There we go. See, I'm over here. I'm trying to be respectful. You know what I mean? Cydal can dribble all night.
You understand me? I'm on the same scene. I was like, I'll be respectful. I know.
I'm just making sure I ain't talking you down, man.
No.
Okay, let's get it. I got you. I'm with you. We're here, man. Yeah.
We'll just go straight with Marcus's. He said, do you, and since you're on the same label as Taj He Spits, which is also one of his top favorite artists for a while, you guys got something special cooking up? Or?
Yeah, we got some new music. Yeah, we got some brand new music.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, he's working on a project as well as me doing some solo projects, and, you know, he's featured on my project.
Okay.
And, yeah, we have some unreleased bangers.
Yeah,
I was trying to surprise him for the compilation. You dig what I'm saying? But we definitely got some brand new music that's going to be on our brand new Hip Hop Volume 1 that's coming out.
Okay.
So, yeah, and as well as Volume 2.
Ooh,
I might not. I shouldn't have said that. We dropping a Volume 1 and a Volume 2 back to back. You dig what I'm saying? So get ready for that. You know.
Hopefully there might be a little bonus track on there called the DB Anthem.
Hey, come on, man. You never know, man. You never know, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's from the last episode. I don't know if y'all caught that. You understand me? But that's for the dry biscuits. You understand me? Dry biscuits is basically people that's salting your game, you know what I mean? Watching what you're doing, you understand me? But, you know, you can't uncook a dry biscuit, man. You understand me? It's just some people you just not gonna resonate with. They not gonna get with your movement, man. You understand me? So you don't pay attention to the dry biscuits. You're not gonna eat them anyway. You're not gonna consume them. There's no point. Why are you even gonna waste your time on a dry, crumbly, crunchy ass biscuit? You dig what I'm saying?
Eat it all.
Yeah, that shit gotta be moist. You understand me? First choice, man. You understand me? And not the worst choice, man. So yeah, so you know what I mean? Don't be no dry biscuit, man. You know what I'm talking about? I might have to, you know me, touch on that song. He reminded me about the dry biscuit thing. You understand me?
That was a good one.
So I apply a biscuit to someone that's disgruntled towards whatever you're doing. Ignore any negative energy. If it's any low vibrational activity, you got to rise above that. You know, don't always match that. Don't always try to get the last word. It's not worth explaining yourself. Your actions explain what you do. That's what I'm learning. All of this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get into less explanations and explaining with my actions.
That's a good one. That's a heavy one. There's a heavy one. I still remember the one I took, the statement that you only get the second win, you don't want a third.
Yeah. Wise words from Dre Dog, a.k.a. Andre Nickatina. You understand me? We had a good conversation when I met him. And he just told me, you know, second win, always a good thing. Third, you don't want to have to get to a third win because you should be going so hard on that second win that it's going to continue to breathe life into whatever you give to the world. You know what I mean? It gives life into whatever you're doing creatively. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
ever since I heard you say that in the last one, I've been like, I gotta keep
it's
this
a
going.
cycle.
It is.
It's a cycle. You feed the people feed, feedback, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And, then the people that you reached, and you know what I mean? Even the people you couldn't reach, take pointers from that too.
True.
And see if you can kind of reach them on this next one that you do, you know what I mean? Or, take it into consideration, but don't let it overpower what you do or what you don't do, because everybody ain't gonna like what you do. I don't like everything that everybody does, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's entitled to not like everything that I do or produce. So with that, you know what I mean? You create, and you give people options. You know what I mean? And once people have unlimited options from you, you're here forever.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
Forever. So I want to touch on, we touched on the last episode, but for being a 209 little area-based podcast, and you out here from the Bay, but the East Palo Alto or Menlo Park to be exact?
Menlo Park, but by way of East Palo Alto.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So I represent both, being that we're connected. We're like Siamese twins, only divided by a street, which is Willow Road. On one side of Willow Road is Menlo Park. The other side is East Palo Alto.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So, but I represent the whole area.
You got that. You said, come on, fellas.
Yeah.
Come on, fellas.
Come on, man. You know
I
what
got
I mean?
this.
That's where a lot of my early influence comes from. Just being able to relate to how the people reacted to certain music and seeing the certain reactions and taking those reactions into how I create music. You know what I mean? I go off of seeing the people pass by my house, slapping hella loud. You know what I mean? Beating out, bumping out, candy paints. We definitely have a serious car collection in East Palo Alto over the years. And a lot of people that's been real big car enthusiasts that's put a lot of time into their craft of cars. You know what I mean? And so, man. So, from the Lay'em Lows to the PLRs to, it's just, we got bikers, you know what I mean? Soul Brothers, East Palo Alto, man. It's we got a lot of deep history, you know what I mean? We got Black Panther history, from the Nairobi Village days to, a lot of just, we got some legendary athletes. We got football stars in the NFL now. We got a lot of athletes going into Division I college and getting transitioned into professional athletes.
That's right.
And now we have people that's just reaching all kind of different heights. We're shattering the perception that we gave people, or that was given to people in the earlier, part of the 90s or whatnot. So we touch on that, but now I want people to get to know the personality of people of East Palo Alto.
There you go. That's new.
We have a story to tell, but we also have personality. We have a great deal of talent. We have athletics. And now we're trying to mesh the financial aspect as far as being on the tracks of, like I said, you got Menlo and E.P.A, but then you got Menlo, E.P.A, and then you have Atherton.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a few tracks that we cross. You know what I mean? And then on the other side is Palo Alto. The other, so. And then you enter Palo Alto, you go into Stanford University. Okay. Yeah, so E.P.A has changed a lot. A lot of gentrification is taking place, but a lot of people still live there. Okay. So the culture and the pride is still alive. It's still picnics. People get together.
That's right. Community everywhere.
Congregate and get together and different. We have different functions and activities that's been taking place, and people that's starting to really, hold it down for the city. So we got a lot of up and coming leaders in the city that's starting to rise and, do their thing and help out and make their mark in the game. You know what I mean? So I'm just here to support, and then, we all got to do our part, and try to unify and unite, you know what I mean? But, like I said, we in the beginning stages of reforming the city as far as giving it a worldwide presence.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So since I just thought of this right now, since there's a lot of I'll just use the word royalty and legendary factors coming out of your area.
Yeah, they already there. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? They already there. Now it's time to tell the story. You know how these legends were produced, and you know what's their story of how they began, and you know how they can inspire others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got some of the biggest producers, some, like I said, athletes. It's a big street element, but it's like I said, a lot of stories that need to be told.
Yeah.
In a proper fashion.
Yeah.
You know, and then you know this can transition into books and
anything
and TV series.
Screenplays,
the sky's the limit, you know, when it comes to content, because, you know, they have to see it to be able to understand it. And they don't really understand where we're from. So I want to be able to see that, you know, and be broadcast. I mean, we have a lot of, like, we have world-renowned entertaining, you know, we got Brian Barber from East Palo Alto. Brian Barber, he did a lot of videos for Outkast.
That's,
you know, straight up out of East Palo Alto. You know, he did the movie Idlewild, and you know, so we got all kind of different factors from the city. You know, so but everybody, you know, has to be able to hold it down. You know, so then we can all come together as one. You know, when it's time. You know, but in the meantime, everybody got to do their
thing to bring it back home.
It can't just be we from the same place and. You know what I mean? Yeah. But one person not working and the other one working. Nah, everybody got to work. Love, you know what I mean? And then when we have the time, we're gonna put it all together. But view and all of that.
That's right. You be getting any from the ones that have already did it, like the legends from the earlier years. Now that I don't want to say you're the one doing it for them, but I'm pretty sure they pretty hyped. Yeah,
no, definitely a lot of legends that I grew up to, you know what I mean, that definitely gave me the seal of approval.
There you go, that's the
the stamp of approval.
There you go, that's what I was looking for.
I mean, it's an honor to even be in the presence of a lot of legends and be accepted, you know, but it took a lot of work to get to that point, you know what I mean? So, you know, E.P.A. didn't just give me, they didn't give me that, you know what I mean? The artists and the legends of the area didn't just give me the, you know, I had to earn it.
You had to earn it.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm very honored by that. And I want to honor how they view me, you know what I mean, by maintaining the presence of being consistent. Yeah. You know, and that's what's going to give us presence on the worldwide scale.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, but it can't just be me, you know what I mean? It's got to be the whole city going crazy to give it a full flag on the ground, you know what I mean? To really put your flagpole, you know what I mean? And it really represent, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to word this. I would say top 5 influential factored people from your area.
It got to be just top 20. Man.
I was gonna say, or just a few.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say some of the earlier influences for me.
There you go.
Would be. We'll start it off with Rated X, which is Prozac, and my brother Cool Breeze. You know Sean T. Sean T came through and started producing for my first album, as well as a lot of legendary hits in the Bay Area and beyond. Mac and A.K., they put me under their wing and taught me a lot of things as far as how to maneuver business-wise and just important. As a person.
Okay.
You know, how to just maintain posture.
Okay, got you.
You know, so you can be perceived in the highest.
That's a very important lesson.
Yeah. You know, you want people to respect how they see you.
True.
This is how you operate. And that's what Mac enforced on me.
Yeah.
So shout out to my big bro Mac. Rest in peace, my big bro. Long live Mac. You know what I mean? But AK is, you know, he's still holding it down. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mac and AK. Man, gotta give a shout out to the Hood Stars, man. The Hood Stars woke up the perception of East Palo Alto. You know, it was years that, you know, it felt like we wasn't getting the light that we deserved. You know what I mean? When they seen East Palo Alto, we was known to just create havoc. You know what I mean? You know, we got the reputation of being a little rowdy city.
Too,
You know, so after a while, people be like, they don't even want to, engage.
There you go.
You know, so for a long time, like you hear on the radio, they shout out all the cities except E.P.A.
That's got it.
Hood Stars reinforced that.
Yeah.
They reinforced the presence in East Palo Alto and Menlo Park that they made people outside respect it. Now we started getting those shout outs. And then even with me doing music, now I'm starting to get Menlo Park shouted out from certain people. But Hood Stars, they reestablished common ground with East Palo Alto, Menlo Park. Man, you know what I mean? My guy, B. Jada, you know what I'm saying? B. Jada was there for me. And a lot of them in between years, you know what I'm saying? For whenever I was needing a studio to go to.
Okay.
Jada always had an open door for me.
That's right.
You know, so
good people.
So because his door was consistent, I gotta put him in that list because, he's been consistent and he made a lot of great music, and got a lot of great just contribution. Like I said, he gave me that energy when I needed it. You know what I mean?
Contribution.
Man, Jada, like I say, so many more, man. It's so many more, man. I don't even know how many that was, but like I said, it's no top 5.
It's just there you go.
There's so many different groups, man, and great talent from the area, from Never Legal to Sean T, like I say, Mac and AK, Prozac. We got a lot of legendary factors, man. You know what I mean? And there's so many more to name. You know what I mean? But like I say, those are the people that I think of. Okay. That come to mind. But like I say, it's so many more. You know what I mean? And the athletes, Devontae Adams.
That's a lot.
Troy Franklin. Keyshawn Johnson.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got some legendary athletes that's doing their thing. Keyshawn Johnson, man, yeah, he was doing his thing, man. He played for a couple squads so far. You know what I'm saying? He touched the Niners for a quick one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he definitely was out there doing his thing.
That's right.
Yeah, so shout out to all the prospects coming up out of East Palo Alto, Menlo Park, man. Keep doing your thing, keep excelling, stay consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? The world is watching. You know what I mean? Let's give them something to see.
You feel me? Yeah. Feel me? Speaking of them seeing, you want to promote some shows you got coming up? I know you and B Legit been doing a lot of shows.
Yeah, no, me and B Legit, we got a live band series that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be coming to a city near you. So any booking or anything, just contact Block Movement Records. We're gonna make it happen for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Also follow B Legit 72. You know what I mean? And just contact him and he'll send you in the right direction, you know what I mean, and where you need to go, to get that, paint a picture where they can see it. Yeah.
And your videos, man, they're pretty dope.
Definitely.
I've
Thank
seen
you,
a few
man.
of them. They're pretty dope.
Yeah,
I saw you go to one of your shows too.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you get to make it. We got some shows coming up. Yeah. Because the show that we got this Friday is gonna be already happening by the time they see this. So, but yeah, we got hella shows, man. We got shows coming up, live band shows. Got a lot. Yeah, a lot of activity, a lot of record release parties on the way, and
good times. Just good times all around.
And I'm about to get the stick in, man. I'm talking about, we got any more questions, man?
That was about it. Unless we could go in there and hit that segment, the beat segment, freestyle segment.
All right,
you take a little break and then go in there.
Yeah, let's check it out, see what we got, man. Have some fun with something. Maybe let you hear a sneak peek or something. Who knows, Let's see.
That's right.
We'll tune in, because I'm about to turn up. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? And I'm about that action when it comes to these beats, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we gonna roll up something. Oh, yeah. My guys stay with the roll up. You know what I mean? We keep roll up. You understand me? Fruit roll ups, man. You understand me? Nothing but good ganja, man. Yes, chop out. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all be rolling up that You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't be rolling that tie fucking with me, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been doing beats for a long time, but I just got into production a year ago. I seen a production tool by the name of the E.P.A MPC 37, which is the Key 37. So let me say that again. I got the E.P.A MPC Key 37, and I saw a style of production that I was already familiar with, which was doing it already on the hardware, but it had upgraded technologies and capabilities. Dig what I'm saying? So I was able to get the best of both worlds as far as something that can be compatible with a DAW as well as just being a hardware feel that I can actually touch and manually feel. I need to feel the keys that I make, man. When I make beats, if I can't feel it, then I can't make it. You know what I mean? I can't just click them in and just, you know what I mean? It's cool to be compact and be able to be compatible wherever you go and be able to, you know, be how do you say, mobile. But I like to feel my production. So I need to have the keys to feel the beats as I make it. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna play y'all a couple of tracks that I did. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to give y'all a range of what I can do with these yeets, man. You know what I'm talking about? So this is something I did. We'll just say this was done in July of 2025. Done beats don't mean I can't do beats. Mm-hmm. Even though I wasn't active don't mean I can't get active. You know what I mean? You're only capable of what you show them. You know what I mean? To them. But I was always capable of doing whatever the fuck I said I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? If I said I was going to make a beat, I'm going to make a beat. If I said I'm going to get back into beat making, I meant I was getting back into beat making. You know what I'm saying? So I called my shit out like Babe Ruth. No matter how long it took, you gotta stick to the plan, man, and make sure it's gone, man. No matter how long it take you to swing that motherfucker, man. You might strike out hella years back to back, and then it'd be that 1 year you just grand slam that shit.
I was still tripping off of that. The Piñata, the Famunda. Those are some.
Fumando? Think they ready for Fumando?
I don't know.
It's over big.
Sizzling, hot, blazing. I'm on fire, mommy, ain't it amazing? Anytime, no problem, I'ma try ya. They call me your boy, your girl, I'm on fire. Girl, that's your boy, you don't know he on fire. On my black head, rockin', I love twist your body like a dreadlock. They make you squirm like a snake in that headlock.
The last thing I did was with Celly Cel.
Oh, get down the aisle with your daddy on your arm and 3 or 4 carat rings shining like bling. All your girlfriends jealous cause he treats you like a queen. You done found your king, yeah, yo, Mr. Everything. Only problem is it's just a fantasy, no.
This song we did here, this song right here.
Yeah, shit. A girl fucking with the jack till she got a pack. So pour on the real nigga right away. Headed down a 101 with 100 piece. 50 in the top, 50 underneath. Right behind the white top, so he make it say.
Yeah, we got some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey fam, I'm telling you, I'm sitting on shit right now, man. You don't understand it, man. I'm sitting on hits. I'm not even fucking around, man. Let me see. Yeah, sit that all the way to the green, fam.
Let me show you your hair.
I just give you a little joke.
Yeah, I love
that. Just give you a little range of what we can do.
Like you said, there are all types of sounds.
Yeah.
All types.
Yeah. Especially shit like this.
Fumando. Ella está fumando. Mueve tu nalguitas. Yo quiero. Te quiero. Está diciendo. Fumando. Ella está fumando. Hola, mi rosa.
I don't know if they're ready for that.
I don't think so. That's shit you gonna make them ready for it though.
Oh man.
Am I the beauty? She making me wanna get groovy like the scene out of a movie. But I felt better.